Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're continuing our Space Haven Alpha 14 Brutal playthrough. Let's get started. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you may see this later on, but as I'm recording this, it is the Steam Roguelike Festival. So if you're watching this on Twitch, this game is on sale right now. It's like 33% off, so check it out if you haven't checked it out already. Let's see. In terms of our game here, let's get things moving so we can have all of our stuff updated here. Everything's lit up and everything. Let's see, we've got a couple of wounded crew members that need healing. Some of them are already being treated, hopefully the worst of them. We see Trina is still... she's wounded but healing. Edward is wounded but healing. Jean is still being worked on in the med bay. And Quinn is still being worked on in the med bay. So we have two characters that are still in danger, and so is Zyphera. So actually 3 people. Fortunately, all of them have med beds right now, so it seems like we have just enough med beds for our crew. We also have... we didn't bring any prisoners on board from this pirate ship here. We do have a bunch of supplies coming over. Let's let me check how many medical supplies we have. We only got 2 medical supplies, so I think let's expedite, or not expedite, but let's prioritize the transfer of IV fluid and food. And we also desperately need blue crystals, so let's make sure we get those as well. It looks like they don't have any on board, which is going to be a problem for us. Do they have any rods? They do have 12 energy rods, so we're going to get those as well. I'm going to be looking to buy some blue crystals, probably from the Merchant Federation. In terms of our fundamentals, let's take a look. We've got Hyperium, 21 units, that's pretty good. We've got 5 blue crystals, that's not so good. And we've got 20 water units and 5 ice, so we're good in terms of water for a while. That was the struggle that we were having last time. I'll speed things up a little bit here. I don't want to speed up too much because I want to monitor our wounded crew members and make sure that they're able to heal properly. Particularly the ones that are currently in the med bay. Looks like Gene is being worked on. He's healed, that's good. We do have a bunch of doctors on board. And Zyphera is also healed, so that's good too. Fearful. Feeling quite unsafe now. I hope things calm down soon. Yeah, so Quinn is freaked out because he got shot twice, it looks like, at least. Probably multiple times, actually. But he had 2 wounds. Okay, Quinn's healed, so that's good. Alright, so our crew members are out of the woods. Everybody's on the mend. So assuming nothing terrible happens, like a fire on board or whatever, everybody should be okay again within a day or 2. Okay, we're bringing the medical supplies over now, it looks like. I think we should think about getting wait, do we have composters already? I think we do. We do have composters already, yeah. So we should think about bringing the bodies on board. Here is the Merchant Federation ship Sixella. I don't think we've traded with these guys before. I could be mistaken. That's our Energium. We don't want to sell that. We're going to buy these 2 Energium units. Do we want to sell them anything? I kind of feel like our guys on board the ship are task saturated right now with all the stuff that we have coming on board and the crew members that are wounded and everything, so I don't know if we want to sell them too much. I don't want to have to make them manufacture more stuff. I'm looking for our raw chemicals here. It looks like we're out of raw chemicals. Unfortunately, these guys don't have any for sale. That means I don't want to sell plastic, because plastic takes raw chemicals to produce, and we also need chemicals to produce fertilizer. I do think I want to sell a little bit more hyperfuel. Don't quite have enough money. We can offset this by getting some green crystals. So we're earning 600 credits, we're getting our 2 blue crystals, and we're getting 2 green crystals in exchange for these 3 units of hyperfuel. That's a pretty good deal. Could take a little more green crystals if we wanted to, but I don't think we necessarily need to do that. Okay, I think we're done with the... We transferred all the IV fluid. It looks like we're still working on the medical supplies, but we have 3 on board now, so I think we're good. We could start transferring the other stuff. And I also want to start energy scrapping. How much energy scrap do we have currently? Let's take a look. We have 4. So if we get 2 more units on board, we should be able to start working on improving or rather, what do I say, producing more blue crystals. We're also out of both base metals and noble metals, I'm noticing. So we're going to want to look for those. These guys don't have any on board, do they? No, they don't. They have steel plates, which could help us out as a stopgap, but they're kind of expensive. So let's avoid that if we don't need them. I don't think we need them right now, because we only have... Actually, this one... This is actually out of both steel plates and chemicals. We have to remember that we can't manufacture explosive ammo right now. That's going to be a problem for us, because I think we're just about out. So we want to strip everything from the ship as quickly as possible. We're probably going to have to build a couple more cryo beds, I think. Let's start planning for that now. Can we build hull? We do have 6 hull blocks, so that should be okay. Should be able to get at least 1 more cryo bed in there. I'm not sure we're going to have enough. How many do we have on board this other ship here? Do we have any yet? We do, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's take a look at how many crew members we have on each ship. That's not the best way. Here we go. So the schedule is divided by ship, so it's a little bit easier. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 1 additional cryo bay on this ship here. And then over on board this other ship, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This ship has 19. How many pods do we have, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all matched by pods on the other side, so that's 16. Yeah, they match. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think we actually do have enough pods for everybody, so maybe we're okay. We could move 1 crew member from this ship to this ship temporarily to make sure we have enough pods, but I'd rather try to get a pod started over here, I think. I think I want to move... I don't know what this room is. I guess we did a bunch of remodeling on this ship and I haven't cleaned it up yet, because we have a bunch of weird hallways going on here. I don't really understand. I know this is going to be a system eventually, like, what's it called? The sensor thing. That's eventually going to be a scanner, this here. And then, or maybe that'll be a weapon, and then we put the scanner somewhere else. But either way, we're going to have a weapon and a scanner added to the ship. That could potentially be these 2 rooms here, so we'll leave those 2 rooms alone. I think that's what these 2 rooms are designated. This is going to be a scanner room, because it has... doesn't really matter which goes which. Okay, so we got weapons here, we got scanner here. And then... I'm trying to figure out how we can expand this room, is the thing. I think we might want to move this door. I think that will help us out substantially. Let's move it to this corner over here. How we're doing on transfers. We still got a lot of stuff to transfer. We're not going to start doing major salvage until we've transferred everything. We want to make sure that we get all of the important, super useful stuff before we start bringing on the little stuff. We have 1 prisoner on board. He's already being recruited. That's good. Let's watch our guys working on board the derelict for a minute. Look at all these boxes that are just... This is all rubble. This is just crap that they pulled apart that they have no use for. That's what all these rows and rows of boxes are. We could technically bring that aboard and sell that, but it's pretty worthless. It's like 10 credits per unit at most. And, you know, it's not really worth the logistics cost of bringing it on board, I think. Okay, so we got this door moved. So we're going to fix up this wall. Now what we can do, we could actually... We don't have enough room for another pod here, I don't think. Let me see about that. That actually would work, now that we got rid of that door. Why is this? That corner is blocked off because of this guy. So as we move this thermal regulator over to here, let's say, then we could squeeze another pod in the corner there. And then we're going to start putting pods into this hallway. It's a little bit messy looking, but it's what we have to work with. We might just eliminate this wall, actually, and do it that way. In fact, why don't we do that now? Let's do that now. So... what we want to do then... Oh, we on infra blocks. We're good on infra blocks. So I'm going to make this a double door here. And then we're going to eliminate this door and this wall. And then we're going to place our pods accordingly. So I'm just going to continue the row down here. I'm going to leave a gap so that they can walk in between. Facility. There we go. Not sure which way these should be facing. I'll try to keep them the same way the other one's facing. And then we might try to do one more on top of that. Yeah, let's do one more. I think we can afford it, maybe. It looks like we can. Okay, we've done all the transferring. 152 units of rubble here. That's a lot. What do our different scrap totals look like? We have enough to produce one... what's it called? One blue crystal. Let's start on that. That's a blue crystal, 6 units of scrap. We've got tech scrap we could use a little bit more of. So we have, since we have the time, it seems like we're going to take that. I think we're good on hull scrap. I think we're good on infra scrap. And I think we're good on soft scrap for now. The fact that we're able to quickly ingest a lot of scrap also really helps offset the fact that we have no base metals or noble metals, because most of the stuff that can be produced from base metals and noble metals can also be produced from scrap. The only exception is like the stuff that requires steel plates that are not basic blocks, like the what's it called, the explosive ammunition, stuff like that. So there's some advanced goods we can't manufacture right now, but we can at least make sure we have a steady supply of basic building materials. You know, the robots. I don't know if I'd want to work on board the ship with one of those things. I feel like it would try to latch onto my head and devour me. Let's see. They're neat looking, though. Okay. Alan Reed was held as a prisoner. He doesn't have the syndrome, though. What's it called? Stockholm Syndrome. So that's really good. He is a confident athlete who is really good with weapons. He's going to be a member of one of our away teams. I'm just trying to figure out which one it should be. So... he could potentially replace Saul. Saul has a lot of other useful skills, which this guy doesn't. I don't think. Saul does have botany, actually. Or sorry, Alan does have botany, actually. I think I want to move him over here. Let's wait until after we jump to do that. Until after we get to the next sector, because I think we're almost done with this sector, aren't we? Maybe that's not true. We still got another arm of the sector to explore. We explored everything in this part over here. We could think about going to the rec station and spending thousands of credits on hiring a new crew member, but I really don't want to. I don't think it provides any value for us, really. Alright, so we got these guys. Let's look at the second team here. I'm looking for people that have bad gunnery skill. Gordon's a candidate. Zephyr is a candidate. But, okay, if we want that guy in the third ship, though, we really want to replace one of these guys. A weapons 5, that's pretty nice. Trina is probably the most natural candidate with a -5 surrender and a cap of 3 in weapons. So we're going to remember, after we get our next cryopod built over here, I'm going to move Alan to this ship. We're going to have Alan replace Trina on board. In fact, let's move him over now and do that now so I don't forget. I think we can afford to, in terms of time and so forth. So we'll move Alan over. And let's make sure that Alan's not hopping between ships here. Where's Alan? This is alphabetical. There we go. So this ship has a smaller crew, so we don't want the people to work on derelicts. We want the people from the main ship here to work on the derelicts. Although we do have a lot of idle people over here, so maybe I want to rescind that restriction. But I at least want the away team to be available at all times. So there's Trina. Here's Alan. Okay, I need to get these two, this guy, and Alan, and not Trina. Okay, they're Team 3 now. Trina has an assault rifle, so she's going to meet up with Alan. It's the fastest way they can meet up over here. She's going to give her rifle to Alan. We could also let her hang on to a rifle, but we don't have that many rifles to go around, I don't think. That might not be true anymore. We got 8 rifles. Let's have a minimum number of rifles on board both ships here. Okay, we're actually done salvaging, so as soon as our shuttles get docked again, we're ready to leave. Everybody's resting comfortably for the evening. We could wait until morning, but I think we have enough people on board both ships that we can run with a partial crew, so wait till, yeah, let's go ahead and jump. So we want to avoid any space combats right now because we don't have any ammunition for our missiles. Risky, why? Oh, we're overweight. Shoot. Do we jump anyway? We could start thinking about converting these things into advanced hyperdrives. Right now these are all the basic ones that are a little less efficient and give us a little less mass to work with. Since we're limited on base metals, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we're better off jumping with the overweight penalty. Carbon is like the one resource we don't need right now. 21, yeah. Because we are a bit low on energy, I'm not going to stop too much. I want to get straight on to the next area here. We have to remember we have to go back and fight those androids again at some point, I think. Okay, so we're going to go up to this arm over here. We should also check these stations and see if they have blue crystals for sale. One of more ships is out of hyperfuel. Okay. Yeah, we can check here for blue crystals. We can check here for base metals, and of course we can recharge our hyperfuel supply on board the Small Hope, which is actually the bigger of our 2 ships, funnily enough. Okay, we're not expecting combat here, so we can relax that. These guys have cheap blue crystals, that's good. They don't have any base metals, unfortunately. But let's stock up on blue crystals while we're here. I think, especially since I think we're going to be jumping to the next sector sooner rather than later. They're not giving us a good price on any of our stuff here, unfortunately. I don't really want to give them half of our money. But they're also not giving us a good price on hyperfuel. There's nothing they're really giving us a good price on, honestly. I think we're better off giving them money and saving our supplies for next time, for our next trade opportunity. Okay, they're repairing the hyperdrives. Let's see what it takes to build an advanced hyperdrive, because if we can afford one, we'll build one. Advanced hyperdrive is 1 system point. They're both 1 system point, so that's good. We can actually free up some system points. We might be able to put some more weapons on this ship eventually, once we've converted all the hyperdrives over. Okay, so it costs 2 tech blocks, we have that. 2 infra blocks, we have that, and 4 hull blocks. We actually have all that stuff, so... let's go ahead and dismantle. We might as well dismantle one of the broken ones, right? Although he finished repairing it anyway. They're not going to ask for something that I don't want to give them. Let's see... I may have miscalculated slightly here. Do I want to widen this? I think I have to. Hopefully I still have a whole block left after the fact. I think I should. Let's take a look at all our supplies here. They might be asking us for carbon. I don't think I'm going to sell them carbon, probably. No, we definitely can't part with the hull blocks. Sorry, buds. Could actually enlist the civilians' help to build this, but I don't think it's worth the money. I think we can do it ourselves. It's only a very small build. Okay, I think we're good now. There's our new drive. So as soon as we put that together, we're good to go. And the black-maned lion has entered the sector. What do they want? They want pistols. We could sell them a couple pistols. They kind of want pistols anyway. They're not giving us a super great price. We could think about buying some tech blocks. I think we're going to buy 1 tech block. Tech blocks, we have the capability to manufacture them for raw materials, but we don't have any raw materials right now, and they're kind of involved in the manufacturing process, so might as well save ourselves the work. Especially since they don't have the money to actually give us what we need. We're going to stock up some energy on some extra energy rods in anticipation of jumping to the next sector. And do we need water? I think we're okay, more or less. So once we get this hyperdrive online, we should be good to go in terms of our mass. We shouldn't get that fuel outage, and we should have a little more fuel range on board this ship here. Here we go. Yeah, we're critically low in hull blocks. That's okay because we can produce more from the recycler. It's not actually that big a deal. This is ugly looking, but it's serviceable. Just wondering if that shuttle is going to get caught in our wake. It seems to be okay, though. Hey, Looming Dementia, how's it going? Just got an ad for Firestarter on the way in. Sorry, but that little girl is getting spaced if she ends up on my ship. Firestarter? Is that a game? Is that one of the roguelike games that's on sale? Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen ads for that. But yeah, some creepy horror child from one of those movies gets on board my ship. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want that either. This guy doesn't have anything we really need, so we're gonna keep flying here. They made a movie version in the 80s. We have a remake coming out. Oh, okay. Might have to increase our threshold of available hyperfuel on board the Lysimachos. Oh, we got some green crystals. We don't actually need those right now. We got a trading station. That could be really good, but let's see if we can pick up some raw materials first. We need the base metals. Here we go. This is what we need. Base metals, energy, and raw chemicals. Nice. Thinking about picking up Hades during the roguelike sale. It seemed like it wasn't actually on sale when I looked at it, but or maybe I think they had a bundle that was on sale, but the base game itself wasn't on sale. She isn't creepy. She's just a pyrokinetic. Causes lots of psychic flame when she gets upset. Bad news on a spaceship. Yeah, fire on a spaceship is pretty dangerous. It's yeah, it's confined quarters. There's limited oxygen. It can suffocate the crew quickly. It's not a good deal. And it moves in unexpected ways too, right? Because it's microgravity. They did a study on that, I think, a couple years back on the International Space Station, how fire spreads and how they can try to control it. It's pretty crazy watching the video. Obviously, they didn't set the station fire. You know, it was like a little tiny contained tank that they had. What can we sell, first of all, to make some money? We could sell some of our excess assault rifles. 400 credits apiece isn't bad. 300 for the submachine guns. We have so many submachine guns, we should sell some of them. These guys are giving us more for the assault rifles, so we're going to sell the assault rifles here. And we're going to... that more than pays for this stack of raw chemicals that they have. So we're going to get all of those. And then who wanted the submachine guns with it? This guy? Let's see... I also have a bunch of shotguns I just noticed. I'm going to sell some of these, probably not all of them because this isn't the greatest price, but submachine guns are usually a little bit less valuable anyway. And then we also need noble metals, so we're going to buy all these. Does anybody have base metals on sale? No. No such luck, unfortunately. Does anybody have ice on sale? We've already used up our ice supply. We don't. We still have 1 unit of ice left. I think we're going to buy like 10 more water units somewhere. Who's got the cheapest water? 59. 57. 56. Okay, so we're going to buy some water from this guy, like 10 units. That'll help tide us over. And the bodies that we have being loaded now into our composters should also help. We have synthetic gravity in this game. That's true, yeah. Still dangerous as hell. I made the mistake of accepting a suicidal chick on my ship a few versions back. She kept starting fires and sorting her wrists. Great crew member otherwise. Yeah, I found that suicidal crew members actually, it's in brutal difficulty, it's pretty tough because they get a lot of discomfort from like, you know, working long hours and not having enough food and stuff like that. But I found that suicidal crew members can actually be very productive members of the crew if you just give them like a little bit of extra rest time in the middle of the day. You just modify their schedule and add like a couple hours more rest to make sure they don't have too many negative debuffs. So like if they get tired from working in industry or in an uncomfortable environment, whatever, they just have a little bit of extra time to get rid of that, and then they're basically fine. That's been my experience. Every once in a while, you know, if things are really going wrong on your ship, it can be a problem. So I have had, when the first time I got a suicidal crew member, I think they poisoned themselves first, and then I managed to heal them of the poison, and then they set the ship on fire. And that was not pretty. Okay, are we still trading? I think we're done all of our trades, maybe. Yeah, we're actually done in this sector. We could wait for these 2 military line ships, but I'd rather keep going. Let's see. I was on normal difficulty. The ship was okay. The first time she slit her wrist, she got a big permanent debuff for feeling a failure at suicide. Oh no. Spiraled downhill. Funny and disturbing way. Besides that, yeah. That's rough. Yeah, it can be pretty dangerous. If I had to guess, they're probably more prone to that feeling like a failure debuff too, I would think. Okay. We got our away teams ready to check out this derelict. And this is going to be Alan's first mission, so we'll see how that goes. There we go. So we've got a little bit of a bottleneck there. The robot was blocking this guy because he was trying to walk a little bit faster than the robot. I don't like this ship layout. That's not good. I wonder, actually, let me try something. No, we don't have enough. I was going to see if I could blow up the hyperdrive and make a hole in the aft section of the ship, but we have very limited missile ammo, so let's not do that. Great in combat, though. When she wasn't in medbay, her surrender chance was effectively 0 at all times. Negative 60 or 70. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, let's get some guys on the guns over here to provide fire support if we need it. Because we do have some missiles left, I believe. Quick peek through the windows. Nothing on the inside of the airlock. That's good. So we can bring out this other team. Hopefully we can make short work of this, whatever it is. We have a big crew here for clearing derelicts, but I don't want to get too cocky because it's late in the game. There could be a lot of aliens, potentially. Oh, here we go. Here they come. Oh, he ran away. Okay, there's a nest over there. There might be another one on the other side. It's hard to tell from here. Okay, that's progress. I think the big guy might be in this little room over here. This is always the most dangerous part, is like cramming into these narrow spaces to try to get to where the nest is. I think I want to go back this way and wait for the big guys to come out here. We can maybe send somebody as bait. Does he get a good... No, he's not good surrender chance. 25%, here we go. Edward, go bring some friends. They're invited. There we go. Could send Alan, right? He's the new guy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Edward got bit, but we got rid of that big guy, so it was worth... Selena got bit a little bit too, I think. Oh, hi. This is bad. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're running out of oxygen. Let's see if we can make it back to the shuttles unmolested. Yeah, it looks like we can. Okay, so Team 1, that shuttle. Team 2, this shuttle. Team 3, that shuttle. This could get complicated, actually. Oh no. Okay. We're actually good. We had a couple dings from low oxygen, but nothing serious. Oh, hi buds. Let's back up into this room. Here we go. Now we just gotta make it again to the nest. Probably have to fight a couple extra aliens because we took so long to get there. I think there's still at least one big guy. There he is. Let's have Edward back up. Damon's bleeding. But I think we can store in the nest now. It's so clogged with eggs I can't even get in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, we got it. SGS Dynasty has been explored. Alright, that's good. We'll get some energy scrap. Do we need any other scrap types? We still need a little bit of tech scrap. I think we're relying on tech scrap as our main source of electronics components currently. Oh, we should send Damon back. Is he headed back? Damon needs oxygen. Damon, go get oxygen. There's no oxygen left on board this ship, I don't think. I'm gonna send everybody back temporarily just for a couple hours to make sure the shuttles get circulated properly and we can get a smaller crew working on board here. There we go. Damon is unconscious. Somebody will pick him up, though. How did he... Crap. Hold on a second. He never got out of the shuttle, so nobody picked him up. There we go. Now he's gone to the medbay. That's better. Oh, we still have guys on the guns. We don't need that. Okay, I think we're just about done with this derelict already, thanks to our huge crew with the robot support. And our 3 shuttles that we have circulating. Eventually I want to get another shuttle going on board this ship, I think. We should also think about, let's see, water, vapor, still good here. We should think about starting some more grow beds over here, because I don't think we have enough food for the whole crew. We have some leftovers from based on what we got from the derelicts, but it's not really enough. We have 4 fruit over here, 3 fruit, 2 meat over here. Start a couple more grow beds. Once we get some base metals, then we're good to do some more construction, I think. That's the big holdup right now. We need to get the base metals online so we can actually... Oh, that's the Lysimachos. It's okay that they don't have much carbon. Yeah, once we get some base metals, then we can produce some more systems for our ships. We can upgrade our hyperdrives, all that kind of stuff. There's an android ship. We don't have any ammo, so we're gonna wait and hope that they move. They did. Oh, and this is good because we need ice. Probably only going to get like 1 unit or 2 units here, though. I'm going to go ahead and build 1 more pod over here. Oh, that's a problem. There's not enough room to have pods on this side of the hallway. Can we fix it by moving this door over and moving this wall over? I think we can. So we get rid of this wall. We can just move this. Okay, and then we'll move this wall. And move this wall. And move... Can't move that wall yet because the thermal regulator's there. And we'll move this thermal regulator to the corner here. And then we still need it. We're still missing a wall segment, but we can. We now have a little bit of room to fiddle around here. So we could probably fit in 1 more pod, but not 2. That's the bottom line here. Military line ship coming in next turn. I don't think we have to wait around for that. Okay, let's see about building the new pod. Okay, so the important thing, this is no longer blocking that door. There's no corridor to get through this way, but they can go around that way, so that's okay. We're not going to be able to build another pod here, obviously, because of the door and that other wall to separate off the power node, but that's okay. I think this is good. I always like to give my guys stuff to work on while we're in transit, because they do walk around on board the ship while they're in transit from sector to sector. Okay, we got noble metals here. We'll pick those up because we're a little bit low on those still. And we can check if the civilian ship has base metals, or maybe some more raw chemicals or anything like that. We may have traded with these guys before, I'm not sure. I think this might be the guy we sold the submachine guns to. The Boom Boom Pow. Sure enough, we did. Yeah, they don't have anything for us, really. We could buy a couple water units. Let's buy a couple water units. And I want to hang on to 1 pistol so that we have 1 that our crew can use if we have somebody who has like 1 weapon skill that we need to arm for some reason. Like if we're being boarded, for example. Wait for these shuttles to just circulate, move supplies from 1 ship to the other for a minute. Try to get caught up with that. Okay, they're both back in the bay, so they're happy. Androids are coming in, and we also got a Merchant Federation ship. Or, sorry, that's a cultist ship. Okay, we can head down here. Farming station is probably not going to have that much that's useful for us, but we'll see. There's an off chance they might have base metals. And we can pick up some more carbon anyway. Carbon units. Might be able to sell stuff here too. Let's see. Thing is, we're not manufacturing a lot for sale right now because we... Oh yes, they have base metals. I was gonna say we're not manufacturing a lot for sale because we have such a low level of raw chemicals, which is the basis for a lot of our stuff that we're selling. So we're gonna sell a couple of hull blocks here because we got base metals that we're bringing on board. And we're going to fill the rest of this hole with water, because we're using a lot of it. We also have the option of buying explosive ammo. That's kind of interesting, but that's expensive, so let's avoid that. Let's look at what our total explosive ammo. We've only got 1 on this ship. We got 6 on board the Lysimachos, though. So that's pretty good, at least. We're just gonna weather the meteor shower with our shields here. It's okay if we get one guy with a concussion. We got so many crew members now, we don't have to worry about stuff like that. And we have medical facilities. We should probably actually have 1 medical bay on board the Lysimachos over here. Where can we put that? Could potentially be here. It's not the greatest spot. I think this could be a good spot. But that's also our expansion room for the crew quarters, so... I don't want to put them next to the engine room here, the generator room. Let's build this out, and then we can have 1 med bay in the corner here, and the rest could be bed space for the crew. We can convert these to double beds if we need to, or just have multiple shifts on board here, so they don't sleep at the same time. We're still missing 1 whole block. There we go. Okay, so we've got to make sure that our crew is comfortable by sealing this off. There we go. And knockout thing is new to 1.4, right? I've had a few crew members knock themselves out while mining. Always seems to happen then. Yeah, it's new to version 14. Yeah, they added, in version 14, they added a bunch of status effects that can, it might have been, I think it was 14, it might have been 13, but I think it was 14, I think you're right about that. They added a bunch of new status effects, like I burned my hand so I can't work, or I can get knocked unconscious because of an accident, or like smoke inhalation, or things like that. So I think the medical bed hopefully is not going to impact crew comfort. We'll see about that. We're going to check our sleeping comfort here. Once the med bed is actually built, which it isn't yet. The medical bed actually creates negative sleeping comfort, which is interesting. I feel like that's not correct, like it's kind of a bug, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and wall this off. I'm going to put a wall here, and we're going to put a door over here. It's going to be a very tiny little medical compartment. And we're going to put a thermal regulator in there because it's right up against the hull. Actually, can I orient this a different way? Hold on. If I orient it this way, I can put the thermal regulator up against the hull, which is where we want it to be, really. At least I don't remember any of that in 13. Yeah, I think you're right. Did you see the notes, by the way, for version 15 that they're planning? This arrangement isn't as good for the bedroom because of the way the beds are situated. Think you need more crew? I don't know about that, Skews. How's it going, man? I'm getting to the point, like, this is how many people I can feed at one time. I'm pretty sure I'm at the limit there. At least I'm pretty close. Oh yeah, I'm super excited for that. Decoration's pretty cool, and there's one other awesome feature that I was super excited about when I read the notes. I'm trying to remember what it was now. I totally forgot because I'm a knucklehead, but it's a pretty cool release. Okay, let's see. Social interaction. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see, it was crew social interaction they've changed, the diet thing they've adjusted, and the decorations they added. And I feel like there was one more thing that I'm forgetting. Let's see. Apparently going to completely rework the social interaction, enemies, friends, best friends, and lovers. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's interesting that like other crew members get a debuff now because a crew member dies. I think that's kind of cool. Makes it a little more realistic. We're buying all our water again because we have to, I think. And we're making a lot of money here as well. Is there anything else that we need? A handful of things that will probably be... Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. Nothing's set in stone yet. I think the decorations are a shoo-in. Though people really wanted the potted plant. That was apparently like the most... if an enemy dies, they get a major buff. Oh, really? I forgot that part. That's kind of funny. I guess they have to keep their buff secret then. Okay. This guy's also got water that we could buy. I don't think we need to buy that much water. I think we're good with like 30. Take Stockholm Syndrome, too many prisoners are, we're attuning to it. Yeah, I don't know if they mentioned that. I don't know if that's something they're planning to change or not. Oh, we got a comms request. Let's see what they want. I think they're gonna ask for carbon. Carbon, it's kind of a good price, except carbon's not that common, is the thing. For 5 units, though, that's like... What is that, 160 credits per carbon unit? I mean, that's pretty good. We got 20 units, let's do it. And it makes them friendly. And I think these guys actually have carbon, so we can just buy it right back. So this is a really good deal, actually. You can even buy a couple extra carbon units because we just made a bunch of money in this sector. Let's buy another 8. I think that'll be good. Something like half my prisoners seem to come out with Stockholm Syndrome. Would be fine if it wasn't a permanent debuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on the comfort level of your prison quarters. If they're not that comfortable, like you can't recruit the guy quickly or you just get unlucky, then they can get that eventually. Okay, we just got lots of carbon. More chemicals and ice, very good. And more chemicals and ice in the next sector too. There's a lawnmower going outside my window. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Probably can't even hear it on the mic, I would imagine. I just said there's a lawnmower going in the background. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. Are you pulling my leg? Well done. Why do I have these random extra blocks hovering out here? I'm gonna get rid of that. I think that it's actually queued for removal. It's like a bug, I think. Let's... What is that? Okay, cancel that. Now we're gonna queue it again for removal. See if that fixes the issue. Always have amazing prisons, dark green comfort conditions, arcade machines, music, single beds, toilets on the corner of the hall with a beautiful scene to contemplate while taking a load off of their mind. Oh, that was one of the great things. They have a picture that you can put on your wall now in version 15. Makes me think of the first episode of the Expanse series. The guy's like walking around in his quarters, like sticking his toes in the dirt that he brought with him on board the ship. Oh, really? Oh, that's rough. You should put a comment about it on the Space Haven Discord. Maybe they'll adjust it. Or some might change in the next version anyway, since they are making some social changes. But they didn't specifically mention it as a thing they were changing, so maybe it does need to be tuned. Okay, I think we're actually done with this sector mostly. Oh, we got another trading station up here that we haven't got to yet. And there's a research station there. I think we're actually done with the research tree at this point. I'll have to check on that. We researched everything, because we're getting pretty close to the end of our playthrough here. Yeah, the only thing we don't have is the slave facility and the blueprints for the aliens. Got some ice here. This is really good. We're gonna buy all of their ice, and we're never gonna have water problems again for the rest of the playthrough. It only costs us like a couple thousand credits. You can definitely afford that. Okay, and now the Siege Ray. They also have base metal. We're gonna buy some more base metal from these guys too. We can actually think about... I was gonna say we could sell explosive ammo, but we're still out of raw chemicals, so let's not. We're gonna buy another 10 base metal units. I'm gonna sell some space food, actually. I think you slaves can't control them in RimWorld. My colonies are like ancient Rome. I can't believe they put that, like, considering all the, like, political stuff that had, you know, like, with the, you know, sort of modern civil rights movement that's going on right now, I can't believe they put that in the game. So strange to me. Like, I understand rescuing people from a Slavers Guild ship, but why would they have that as something you can do as a player? I don't know. I guess it was something that a lot of people wanted to do. I've seen like people enjoy building like rooms where they can just torture their little meeples by like changing the temperature and setting things on fire and doing whatever. I guess some people get into that. I don't know. Military Alliance is calling us. Are we in a Military Alliance sector? We are. They're gonna want to inspect us. Let's see. Ideology was apparently the time to cut loose and all this stuff that they didn't have yet. Okay, I think what I want to do here actually is... we're gonna move... we do have some contraband on board. I think it'll be more fun to mess with the Military Alliance than it will be to just get rid of it. So let's bring all of our contraband to the storage here. Wait for the mod. Somebody will want to make a BDSM dungeon, probably. Okay, we actually got our one contraband on board here. Can we get this robot out of this room somehow? Not sure how. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draft all these guys so that the robots have to do some logistics. They're scanning me. And they're sending somebody to board. So they contacted me to say, hey, we're gonna board you, but then they decided to board me anyway. You know what, it's fine, we're just gonna lock the robot in there. It's fine, guys, don't worry about it. Don't go in there, that's rude. Wonder what they'll do if they find a contraband. They did detect some contraband. Should we try to cheese it and fight these guys on board? Piss off the military alliance? I think that'd be exciting. I think I'm at the end of my stream though, actually, so we're gonna decide what to do about that next time. I'm thinking we're gonna try to make a getaway with our 1 unit of human meat that we just got caught carrying on board here. But we'll see about that. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, and it's your first time checking out the channel, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. And I will see you next time. And guys, thanks for hanging out and chatting. Excuse me's and looming. It's good to see you. And have a good afternoon. Later.